What's up, you guys? Welcome back.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode of What My Sis Said podcast.
Yes.
We're both wearing pink today and it wasn't planned.
And it was not planned.
Do you know how I felt putting this shirt on today? Because you always tell me you love me in pink.
Yes.
Like, I was like, I know Yasmin's gonna like, when you're like, you know something your man likes. So you're like, I know he's gonna like this. So I felt with you. I'm like, I know Yasmin's gonna like this color on me.
I liked it so much. You inspired me.
No, you look really
without
cute.
letting me know.
I like that. Is that from White Fox Boutique?
Yeah.
I was gonna say they have those like corset jackets. That was actually out of stock for me. I tried to order it.
Guys, by the way, I'm feeling a little under the weather, so
No, Yasmin's not only sick, but like she started her period too. So it's
today,
like double whammy.
Today I was just like, guys, I'm really trying to pull through for today's video. So
we were not gonna film. I was like, let's just not film today, but she still wanted to film.
Just
pushing through. You look great. So
Thank you. I don't feel it.
Yeah, that jacket I tried to order it and it was out of stock for me. I think I have it in black, but I wanted the light pink.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
I really love this pink. I don't think it's one of my colors.
I don't think
maybe it's cute. No, I just love the color, but I don't think it's like my color. I feel like this is more your color.
Well, you look great in jewel tones, so that makes sense. Like
I do like jewel tone, like
bright.
the blues.
You look good in bright colors,
really?
like red, blue.
Not black.
You look good in black
and white.
Yeah,
I like.
You
black,
look great
white.
in every. Is that what you want me to say? You look great in everything, sister.
Well, you know how you're like, I don't like how I look in silver,
gray,
gray.
Specifically.
I don't really think I look that great in cream. Like a cream color.
Cream is hard.
I love cream because sometimes you don't want to do just white in your face, and you're like, oh, a little beige, a little cream might be cute, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't do anything for me.
We just need to do that color analysis. We
do.
keep putting it off.
Is there anybody here that
I got
can
an email.
Suggest? Oh,
one of our viewers, she does color analysis.
Really?
So we just have to get back to
really
her. Yeah, it'll be fun. Definitely need to do an episode.
Yes.
But today, guys, we asked you over on Instagram to send your assumptions about us. You know that one saying, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me? That's literally how I felt reading some of the assumptions.
Oh my God.
Some of them were really mean.
I know.
I'm like, this is how you guys feel?
Like, tell me how you really feel.
No,
I appreciate the honesty.
Back. Yeah, some of them were just like really, really mean.
I only saw a couple. I didn't look through all of them.
I scrolled a little bit and I'm just like, dang, like
that's how y'all really feel?
That's how they really feel. But yeah, with the new year, I just feel like with it being a new year, you really feel the weight of time passing by. Like it's 2025.
I feel like it was 2012. Yeah. Like, how is it 2025?
Remember, we were all so scared the world was going to end in 2012?
Right.
Like I remember I was how old? I was like 13 in 2012.
Oh my gosh, I forgot
petrified.
That was even a thing.
Like,
you're right.
Terrified. And now look at us in 2020.
Still going strong.
Still going strong.
Don't you feel that the last 5 years flew?
You're telling me that I had literally 3 children?
Right.
I swear I was 18 and then I blinked and I'm 26.
I know. That's how I feel too.
Like, where did my 20s go? I don't know. My early 20s just disappeared.
Sometimes when people ask me like, oh, like my age, I'm like, wait, how old am I? Like, I forget.
Mel never knows his age. He always asks me, he's like, how old am I again? I'm like, are you serious? He doesn't know.
I feel like age is like.
I know. He's like, wait, am I 28 or 29? I'm like, you're 29. He's like, okay.
By the way, guys, if throughout the video I like turn away, I'm like coughing or something.
Yeah, as we were saying, with the new year, you really just feel time passing by. Yes. And for a lot of people, it does cause a lot of anxiety.
It does.
You know, just feeling behind in life. Maybe you had certain goals. You were like, by the time I'm 25, I want to be married and have kids. Or by the time I'm 26, I want to have my business up and running. And when you hit those milestones and you don't achieve what you wanted to achieve, it can cause a lot of negative emotions that can be really hard to deal with.
With that being said, we would love to thank our sponsor, BetterHelp. So BetterHelp is an online therapy platform.
It's a great way to connect with licensed professionals. They have a network of over 30,000 therapists on that platform. So I just love the convenience of it. It's completely online. So especially me being a mom of 3, it's really hard to schedule around time to like drive to a therapist office, do the therapy session. So one thing I love about BetterHelp is you can do it on your phone, over video call. You can do it like sitting in your car, sitting in your room, and it's just at your fingertips whenever you need it.
And it's super easy, guys. All you do is go online, you fill out a questionnaire, and you will be matched within a couple days. And if you feel that your therapist is not the right match, you can always switch switch.
Yeah, and if you decide to switch that therapist, they won't charge you additional for it either. And I think that's one of the hardest things about getting into therapy. It just seems so daunting to like go through your insurance, find a therapist, make sure you guys match, like all of that. It's really scary. And for a lot of people, it's like, well, I already have all these problems and now I have to find a therapist on top of it.
Yeah.
So there's really no excuse anymore with BetterHelp.
BetterHelp is also a well-trusted platform with over 7,000 reviews on Trustpilot and a 4.5 rating.
You guys can start fresh any day of the year with BetterHelp.
And click the link in the description for 10% off your first month of therapy.
We're going to need therapy after reading these assumptions, let me tell you.
I know, I'm scared.
I'm just like, dang, guys.
We will still love you guys.
So I'm going to read some. Yasmin's going to read some. But let's start easy. Let's start with the ones that don't hurt as bad. Someone said you guys dabble in gardening.
Gardening? Is that code what? Oh.
We don't, actually.
I don't.
I'm not a big, like, gardener.
No,
I'm not.
No.
We're hookah heads. Not
yeah,
gardeners.
that's the only smoking that I will do. Like, I don't, yeah. Not for me.
I've dabbled in it, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't my type.
Yeah.
It wasn't my type, but I don't like that it makes me hungry and lazy because those are my two problems in life already. And I just feel like the gardening amplifies it.
Yeah.
Like I've told you guys before, I literally sat and ate a whole box of Pop-Tarts, 8 slices of Pop-Tarts. I'm not trying to do that anymore. Like
I've only tried it 2 times in my life, and both the times I slept.
Exactly.
But not just like a few hours. I was gone for like 10 hours each time.
No,
and
literally.
I was like, this is not like I just sleep for a long time.
But do you know what I did use it for? Like after surgery, instead of taking, other stuff, I would take that as like the gummies and it would help me sleep.
I could see that.
So, I like it for certain things, but just doing it like I'm chilling, let me garden real quick. Like,
see, I've never done gummies or how they bake them.
Yeah.
I've never.
That's crazy. I've never done a gummy.
No, never done a gummy.
Wow.
I've heard that it's worse. Like it's more potent.
And I don't believe people that are like, well, one type makes you have more energy. One type makes you sleepy. It all just makes me sleepy and hungry.
I don't know which ones I've tried. Like, I don't know specifically the names of them. I was just like,
there's like 2 strains. There's one that gives you energy apparently, which is a lie. And then the one that makes you relax and sleep.
I see.
But all of them just make me want to sleep.
Yeah, no.
It makes me laugh though when I'm like on camera, because another person messaged this too. It said, is Yasmin always gardening in an episode because her eyes are glossy?
Everyone always thinks that I garden.
I'm just like, why would we do that before we film?
No, Naz, this has been a thing my whole life. I remember when I waitressed at California Pizza, they always thought that I gardened before coming into my shift.
This is my theory about you. Because you've used, what are they called? Lash serums, like your entire life. Lash serum makes your eyes red.
I didn't use lash serums back then. No, lash serums do make my eye red.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's that. I asked actually some of my coworkers, like, why do you guys think I do that? And they're like, because you're always just like so like vibey and chill, like, yeah. And I'm like, that's like my personality.
No, it just makes me laugh because when I was using lash serum heavily,
it
was before I discovered Lumify. That's why I started using eye drops, was because my eyes would get red from lash serum. But now I just love the way it makes my eyes look. But I remember I would like be filming stories and people would be like, Naz, you're like fried. And I'm like, why would I do that? And then be like, let me film a sponsorship. Yeah. Like, does that make sense?
No, it does not. But a lot of people do that to like calm their nerves, Yeah. So it could be, but no. No, but I have been asked if I do it like my whole life for some reason. This one says, Yasmin moved to Miami for a man. I did not.
I just find that annoying that people think women doing anything has to revolve around a man.
Yeah.
That makes me upset.
I know.
Or if you see a woman living in a nice apartment or carrying nice bags or whatever, you assume like, oh, a man did that for her.
Yeah.
Again, don't say you support women if that's your mentality.
I agree with you. At that time, I could see where this comment is coming from because I did move to Miami at that time all by myself. And I decided to actually do that. So when I moved to Miami, I had only one friend there. And it was a period of my life. I talked about this before. I just wanted to be by myself for a while. You know, I talked about this before, so I'm not gonna like repeat it. But yeah, I really did move all by myself. I didn't really know anybody there. I made a lot of friends.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
guys. Yeah, I made a lot of friends there and I absolutely fell in love with the city. So when first moving there, I initially thought I would just go for 1 year. It actually happened during the time when we were in lockdown.
COVID,
And yeah, LA was pretty closed and Miami was pretty much one of the open cities. I moved the year after COVID, not during, but still LA got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
I feel like LA just recently is becoming normal again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So initially I was like, oh, let's just go for a year. The worst that could happen is I'll hate it and come back. Like there's always the option to move back. And I really love the beach. One of the things I felt that I was missing in my life living here was being able to go to the beach easily. I feel like LA doesn't have the best beaches.
Yeah.
So yeah, I ended up going there. I absolutely loved the city and decided to stay. But no, I didn't go there for a man. I just kind of wanted to move there to be like independent. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yeah.
People just need to free themselves from the shackles that women can't do anything without a man. But even like you told me, even men assume.
Yeah.
Men assume when they see a pretty young woman in like a
Oh
nice
no,
apartment.
a lot of people thought I was going for guys and girls.
Yeah.
Like even the guys that I knew was like, are you in a relationship? Like, are you like moving for a guy? I'm like, why does that, that's really crazy. Cause at that time I was getting a lot of these comments like, did you move for a guy? And no, I just moved for myself.
I love how I put in my post, like, don't hold back. And I'm like, everybody's so mean.
This one says, Nas just don't give a shit and is living, living life. Yaz just wants a good man and to be set.
I feel like that's pretty accurate, honestly.
You think so?
You don't think so?
I like dibble dabble on if I want like
Dibble
a man, if I want a man or not, because I love my independence.
Yeah.
Guys, I love being independent. Like not independent in a sense of like I'm an independent woman, I could do it on my own. Like not that. What I mean is like my space.
Yeah.
Nas is living. Guys, Nas didn't get to like live life.
I mean,
I feel like a lot of the things that we say sometimes can come off the wrong way.
yeah.
Nas has the most beautiful life, the best kids ever. Literally, my nieces and nephews are so near and dear to my heart. What I mean by that is that Nas didn't have her young years of not being a mom and not having so much responsibility at such a young age. Because I feel that even for me or you know, some people that, you know, went to college or we were just chilling, like we didn't have so much responsibility at 20, 21, 22, caring for another life, you know? I mean, there's a lot of women that had kids really young, but I feel that when you have children, there's a huge sense of responsibility where it's like they always come first.
I just feel like you can do both. And that's one thing I always preach. I feel like balance can exist.
Yeah.
I don't think just because you become a mom, there has to be like a cap on your fun and you can no longer ever go out with your girlfriends, can never travel anymore. You can't have fun. Like what kind of life is that?
Yeah.
And I think it's really important to find a partner that supports that as well. Like Mel wants me to have fun with my friends. He wants me to go out. And it's like, for example, New Year's, my kids went to bed at 8. So if I want to go to a party at 11 or 12, why does it matter?
Yeah.
Again, I don't see there should be an age on fun. I love celebrating life. I would never, if it's like a friend's birthday, I'm not going to be like, well, I'm a mom, I shouldn't be going to the club. It's my friend's birthday. I'm going to go to the club. Whether I'm 35 or 25 or 45, I'm going to show up for my friends.
But you know how like on TikTok sometimes it comes up like when you're 21 and it's like the music is blasting, you're getting ready or whatever. And then it's like, it shows like when you're in your 30s, like it's like peaceful music, you're doing skincare.
I'll let you guys know when I'm in my 30s. But when I watch that, it makes me depressed because I'm like, why are you guys acting like grandmas already? Like, let's say you live to be 80. At 30, you still have like 50 years of life.
Okay, I know it sounds crazy. All right, I know it sounds crazy. But for some people, they prefer that. Like that gives them more joy and happiness than going out.
No, that's fine. But I just don't like, for example, you'll tell me like, wait till you're older. I'm like, sis, I like partying.
We'll see.
I
No,
like
you
going
do.
out.
You do.
I like exploring. You know?
do too.
So
I do too when I want to.
that's what I'm saying.
But when
so I
I
don't
was-
feel like there's gonna be an age that I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm a grandma now. I'm never gonna go out with my friends. I'm never gonna go on a trip. Like,
Okay,
I
nobody
don't
said
see-
grandma.
I don't see that ever happening for me, sister. Ever.
I just feel okay.
If
So
when it does, literally plan my funeral.
no,
Plan my funeral.
no.
And I want my funeral to be lit. I want a house DJ at
Please
my
let's
funeral.
not talk
I
about
swear to
your
God.
funeral. That
I
makes
want
me
my
sad.
funeral to feel like you're at a beach club in Ibiza.
Oh my God. We're gonna have your face on sticks like
literally. I want like the sign at the club that comes out. Like that's what I want out.
Yeah, may she rest
I'm
in
just
peace.
kidding.
Oh my God, I don't even want to think about that. No, okay. So I'm saying like I do still love to go out. Don't get me wrong, but I remember like 21, I would go out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like no joke.
I think that's an assumption about me, and like the way you especially make it seem on this podcast that I'm out all the time. I'm out for birthdays. I'm out on vacations.
I make it seem that
You
way?
do. Guys, let us know in the comments. I feel like Yasmin makes it seem like I'm this like party animal.
No, I'm trying to clear
swear.
it up for you because I feel like people think you're a party animal and I'm just like, let her live.
Thank you, sister. Guys, who cares? Mind your business, okay?
Guys, she's really not a party
I
animal.
really am
Y'all want to
not.
see a party animal? Let's throw back to Yas in
I
college.
know, literally. Yasmin, where do you think I learned it from? What do you think the blueprint is? Sitting right next to
Mel
me.
a few days ago, I don't know what the subject was. He was like, Yas, you were a legend. And I'm like, I mean, I still am.
This one I did not like, and I saw a few of these.
Huh.
That we're mean girls.
We're mean girls?
We're mean girls.
Really? We give off that vibe?
Uh,
I don't
See, I feel like you can't speak for yourself and be like, no, I'm not mean. So I feel like I can't even defend myself.
I feel like Naz she's very outgoing. Like she'll talk to the wall.
Yeah, I will literally befriend someone. Like in Chicago, I befriended a girl at the club the first night and we were texting the whole weekend. And I'm like, come meet us at this place. Come meet us
Guys,
at that
I
place.
literally have to tell Naz, like, you need to be a little bit more careful in
I
life.
know.
Because she'll just meet somebody and be like, come over to our house.
Literally, I'll be like, we'll be sitting in the corner. I'll be like holding their hand, like crying with them about like their traumas.
Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely, again, I feel like you can't speak for yourself and be like, I'm not mean.
Well, I don't think you're mean. Do you feel
I don't
like
think,
I'm mean?
no, you're not mean at all.
Yeah.
I think people just assume when they see a woman that has boundaries, they're like, oh, she's mean. I swear.
Yeah. I think so too. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, guys. I genuinely don't think I'm a mean person. That's actually something a lot of people tell me is that I'm a lot nicer than they thought. That's something I get told a lot.
I feel like because you have a more serious demeanor. So if you're just like sitting there,
It's my Virgo rising.
yeah, you're more like reserved and like RBF.
I do not have it. You are not the one to talk about an RBF because I'm the one that will tell Yasmin, fix your face. Like
Yeah, I could have an
I'm always
RBF.
telling Yasmin, like, fix your face.
Yeah. Like me, sometimes when I'm in thought, I'll be like,
Yeah. Not even in thought. Like, you be pissed. Literally, if anybody saw you at the airport coming up from Chicago, they would have thought like
oh yeah,
your
no,
world
if y'all
ended. I don't know, guys. Again, I can't like defend myself because I can sit here and say I'm all these things, but genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I think I'm a lot of things, but mean is not one. I'm not mean spirited, and I've never been.
Yeah.
Actually, mean spirited people really like make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like when I'm around people and they start like talking really poorly about someone, like it genuinely, I feel like a dark cloud goes over me.
Yeah.
Like it makes me feel
yeah,
icky. I
yeah,
don't like
yeah.
it.
Naz is not mean for
Yeah,
sure.
and you're not mean either. So
This one says Naz comes up with all the ideas for the podcast.
actually not at all.
Yeah.
That was actually a discussion we had once we started. It was kind of like, it wasn't at the very beginning, but I just knew like adding the podcast, I already have so much going on that I actually sat down with like Yasmin and Brittany and I was like, I kind of need you guys to like take the reins. And
Yeah.
Yasmin kind of,
Yeah.
like this is kind of her baby.
Yeah.
I'm the auntie.
I'm
I'm the auntie that pops in from Miami here and there.
She's the, like it's like the podcast is like Naz is the auntie that loves this podcast just as much as the mama does, but
Yeah.
it's like the mama bear kind of taking care of it.
I feel like I'm the
So-
surrogate mother. Because, you know, I had like, this used to be like, back then, this used to be Nazanin and Cavari Vlogs.
Yeah. And
So
then it
I'm the
became
surrogate.
Cavari Vlogs and then
Yeah.
the What My Sis Said podcast. But no, it's typically, it's it's a brainstorm, but usually I'm the one like
executive decision.
Yeah, I like the times and everything. Yeah. So the podcast is kind of like my baby.
Oh, here's one. You guys forgot how much work you've gotten done. Therefore, it's easy for you guys to be confident. That's just wild because I was actually looking at old pictures of myself. Like, y'all, we've been like pretty our whole lives. Like, not even trying to toot my own horn here, but like never in my life have I felt ugly. But yes, I've gotten work done and I feel like I've enhanced my looks.
Yeah.
But like, I've always been cute. Like I look at pictures of me in high school, I was like, oh, I'm so cute. Like
For me personally, my confidence doesn't come from appearance. Appearance just makes me feel good. Like I like to look a certain way, and that's just for me. I remember back in college, one of my friends would be like, Yas, you're so confident. Like you have delusional confidence. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. Like my confidence doesn't come from what I look like. It just makes me, it's just the way I like to look. Does that make sense? Like I don't do it to boost like if I look different, I wouldn't like not leave my house, not be on this podcast, not talk, be shy, reserved. Like I would have my same personality. I would just look different.
Sister, I had severe acne.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I did too.
No,
Not
literally.
saying, we had severe acne.
We had literally, I had severe acne and I still would turn on the camera every week and film myself with no makeup.
Yeah.
And post my videos.
Yeah.
Anybody else who had my skin would have never been doing makeup tutorials ever.
Yeah.
They would have been way too insecure. So I'm like, I feel like that alone should just goes to show that our confidence had, like us getting work done had nothing to do with our confidence because we still were showing up. We still were creating content no matter what we look like.
Because we put ourselves online before even anything. And a person that's not confident or doesn't want to be looked at does not do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I feel like if I was so insecure about my nose, I wouldn't have been posting pictures and taking videos all the time. And that's one thing about us too, sister. We were heavily, like our main platform was YouTube, video content.
Yeah.
We couldn't hide behind face tuning our pictures and photoshopping because we were posting video.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like if I was that insecure to the point where like I couldn't even function, like why was I already 1 million followers deep before I even got anything done?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
People always have something to say, but honest to God, guys, we've always been confident. And I remember like since middle school, girls would tell me like being around you makes me feel more confident because you're so confident.
Yeah.
And because you normalize, you know, speaking good on yourself and gassing yourself up and all that. And I always hype everybody up around me. Like I'm like the number one hype woman. So I don't know. I guess them saying that we forget where we came from. That's why we're so confident now. Like, honey, I was confident with my pizza face, shaped like a freaking refrigerator, still making content with my nose this like big, literally Baba nose, but miniature. Like literally I was still posting content and literally I had 1 million followers before I even got my nose done. So anyways,
I don't know. I really don't like that stigma of a person is not confident.
This one is crazy that I fund your life in Miami.
Bro, are you serious?
People are delusional.
No.
Delulu is not even the word for it.
Nas literally has 3 kids and you think that she's paying for my life?
People just make no, like, where do you guys come up with this stuff?
Like, this is, no,
I do not.
I fund my own life, guys. I wouldn't ask my sister to fund my life. Where
there's a lot. Okay. A lot of them also think that you're an escort or a sugar baby.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I actually find that offensive, but not for the reason you guys think. If I were an escort or whatever in that sugar baby or whatever, you guys really think this would be my life? Like, if I was selling myself and selling my body, you best believe I would have like 14 Bugattis,
literally
18 mansions,
a Birkin. Where's your Birkin?
A private plane, and an island.
No,
like,
literally.
If I'm gonna do that, babe, this would not. That's bogus.
Honestly, I don't know if I should say this or not, but I just think people don't realize how much influencers make.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem here.
Yeah.
I don't think people really know how much people make on a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Even little things like that Amazon link you guys are buying from, like the influencer is getting a cut of that.
Yeah. No, it's definitely very lucrative. But no, I fund my own life completely. No help from Nas, a sugar daddy, or escort. No, I fund my own life.
Oh wait, this one. Y'all
What?
secretly hated vlogging for Cavari Vlogs.
That one made me cough. Sorry guys.
We would get irritated towards the end.
Towards the end of our Kavari Vlogs career, it was getting we were getting irritated with it because it felt forced at that point.
Yeah.
So when we started Kavari Vlogs, it naturally flowed because we lived together. We started in Mama and Baba's house. Then we moved together to LA. So it was just natural. We were always together and it was just documenting our lives. And then when we got our own places and our lives took different directions, like the both of us, it felt forced. It would almost be like, hey, do you want to shoot today for Kavari Vlogs, when before we would just automatically always be together.
And another issue that came about was that YouTube kind of shifted. And instead of having like a main channel and a vlog channel, lifestyle content became like your main, like you weren't just sitting down in front of a studio doing makeup tutorials anymore. Like, so that would become an issue for us is like, what do we put on Kavari Vlogs and what do we put on our own channel?
Yeah.
Because back then, for example, you would have put on, like I would have put like my prom on Kavari Vlogs. But then fast forward towards the end of our Kavari Vlogs timeline, I would have put on my main channel. So that's where we kind of had issues. It's like, what do we put on the vlog channel? What do we put on the main channel? And then us making sure we're equally contributing to it.
Yeah.
Cause I'd be like, well, you'd be like, well, I posted 2 vlogs this month. Well, I posted 4 vlogs this month. Like it was becoming too hard.
Yeah. It felt forced.
It felt forced.
Yeah. And eventually when I got my own place, I started vlogging on my own channel.
But yeah, I definitely remember towards the end, we were just like both just so irritated and then like comments, and then we'll read comments like, you guys don't seem that into it, or this vlog feels like slapped together.
Yeah.
And we're like, ugh, like.
And one of the things Naz and I both really love is our own space. And I felt that in Mama and Baba's house, since the home was so big, we had our own space, and then we were crammed in a little apartment. We shared a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We weren't crammed. It was spacious.
No, it was a nice apartment. NoHo 14 if you guys are from LA.
Yeah, it was a gorgeous apartment. But for us going from our parents' house and having an entire like basement and just large area, it was a lot for us to go and split into a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And I felt that a person just becomes like irritated, like always being around someone in a small space, you know?
Yeah.
Smaller space, not a small space.
Guys, we were together a lot too when we first, like, when we first moved, like we were also together a lot. Like being in a new city, we go to like all the events together, the gym together, like everywhere together. And I feel like when you're with someone too much, whether that's your family member or just a friend, like it's just like, it was just too much.
This one says Yasmin won't share a man when she has one long term. What does that mean?
Share a man. Oh, like share it with your audience.
Oh.
You meant like share as in like.
Oh, I thought sharing my man. I'm like, huh? Yeah, for me, I want to only post my man when he's my man. No, not like I wouldn't post a boyfriend. I want to post a husband or my engagement. That's just like a personal thing.
Oh my gosh, this one influencer I follow didn't even share that she had a boyfriend. Literally popped out with a baby. Like she posted a picture of her baby with like a ring on her finger.
That would be me.
Like she's already married and like didn't even share one pregnancy post.
That would be me. I would probably
really? I loved documenting my pregnancy. Like
no, not pregnancy, but I feel like I would be. I mean, I don't know. Maybe my mind will change, but I'll be one of those people that's just gonna pop out with a ring.
Yeah,
it's gonna be my first post.
It's different. Like for me, it's like this is my career. I kind of needed to like put food on the table. I kind of need to share my life. But if it was an option, like for you, if it's an option, I don't see why you need to.
Yeah,
like I'll admit it. Like it's like how I freaking put food on the table. Like
I'm
gonna be
I understand.
Pack with me to go.
Listen, I love seeing couples photos. I love it all. Like I whatever people want to do, it's just for me. The only time I feel like I would post a man at this point of life right now is if he's my husband or we're engaged, like someone that I know will be my man for the rest of my life, pretty much.
Just being honest, all you guys talk about on your podcast is how you guys suck. We get it. Next.
How we suck?
How we suck.
I love our podcast. Listen, we're doing the best we can. And I hope you guys are enjoying. If you guys don't enjoy it, you guys don't have to watch, but we want you to watch.
This is how I view it. Same with on my profile too. It's like when you read comments, you could read 1,000 positive comments and that one negative comment is going to stick out to you. So it's like the few times that we complain, like people are going to remember that and not us literally sharing all these other things and all of our other millions of topics that we've talked about.
Guys, I don't understand. Can somebody clear this up for me in the comments? Because I have a hard time understanding this whole complaining thing, because we've said this before. When we talk to you guys, it's like a friend, it's like a sister. You guys are sisters, what my sis said. So if I call Naz and something happened to me and I tell her what happened to me, I would be sad if she's like, you're complaining, stop talking. Like,
the same people that say we're complaining are the same people that call up their friend over the smallest inconvenience. Like, oh my God, Tiffany, I literally dropped my Starbucks earlier. Like these are the same people that are commenting, stop complaining. Like, come on.
I've said this before too in a vlog. Like, to me, when I'm vlogging, it's like I'm FaceTiming a friend. So if I'm FaceTiming Naz or a friend, I would tell them like, oh my God, today
drained me.
Yeah, today drained me. Like, I would talk to them like they're my friend.
Look, people just want to talk because I be posting all these videos with positive titles and the views do okay. The second I drop some tea or have something negative in my title, my views, so blame yourselves. Blame yourselves. Because watch, this video is probably going to do better than our other ones because it's like, react to the mean things that people have to say about us. Just watch. That you want a Slavic man. Like Romanian, Balkan, Russian.
I love me Slavic man. Yeah. No, okay, here's the thing. I'm not, like, nationality doesn't really matter to me. I'm open to any nationality or race. I love culture. For me, I want a good, loyal family man, provider, masculine. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what color. I don't care. Like, it just, and tall.
This one says, Naz bullies Yas. LOL. Every time Yas says something about being tired, Naz is on her neck.
I feel like I bully you back. I'm like, and?
Okay, whenever people say anything about like me bullying you or us, like a few people said they assume that we don't like each other, that we secretly hate each other. I'm like, do you guys not have a sister?
Right.
Like, do you guys not have a sister? Because I feel like we have a pretty normal sister relationship.
Usually sibling relationships is like if we do fight, it lasts 5 minutes and they'll be like, let's go get ice cream. Like, okay. And then we forget it ever happened. Yeah. That's just how sibling relationships work.
Yeah. But like bully?
I know.
Why do you want me to be a bully so bad? Like,
guys, Naz is really nice. She has her moments where she's stern, but I'm like, okay, shut up. Chapter 2.
Wait, hold on. I think someone else said something about that. They said, oh, this one's funny, sister. Someone assumes that we have perfect skin with no skin problems and that we can go to bed without washing our face.
I wish.
LMAO, guys.
God bless me with that.
Y'all, God blessed Yasmin and I in a lot of ways, but skin was not one of them. I remember back in high school, Yasmin and I were signing to like an acting modeling agency, and the lady sat Yasmin and I down and was like, ladies, you two are beautiful, but we need to do something about your skin. I'll never forget. She was like, you guys are not going to get hired with your skin.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, as we've been through like 2 rounds of Accutane.
Yeah. Naz and I just always had acne, especially the puberty years. Boy, like.
Bro, like we literally got sat down like we were at a freaking like principal's office. And she's like, ladies, we got to do something about
But honestly, now that I know more about nutrition and everything, our gut health was so bad probably at that time. Because poor mama would take us to the dermatologist. We did Accutane, we did everything. Our issue was it was the poor gut health.
I don't know, sister. Birth control and spirulactone. That's my duo.
For me, it was just taking care of my gut health, to be honest. I don't do that. Which, don't get me wrong, like Naz's skin is pretty clear right now. Mine is clear right now.
Pretty clear.
My
skin is great right now.
It's glowing.
Really? Why does my skin is pretty clear?
It was the wrong words used. Your skin is clear.
Thank you.
It's perfectly clear.
Thanks.
But no, what I'm trying to explain is that we're not dealing with acne like we used to, but we take care of it.
Yeah.
We're not one of those like, I can eat whatever I want and not wash my face and my skin will be perfect. We have to eat well, wash our face, do skincare, and yeah.
Both of our skin is doing really well right now.
Yes. God bless. God bless.
God bless.
I'll wake up tomorrow with a pimple. Watch.
I know. Literally, knock on wood.
Watch.
A lot of people think that you're secretly either married or in a relationship.
I'm married, guys. Guys, I literally got sick from the babies or KK or a niece or a nephew, one of them.
She don't got that mom immunity yet.
Yeah, I don't have the mom immunity.
Literally, guys, last time in Miami, everybody was sick of me. I was like, I'll go buy you guys soup.
Yeah. Because the kids go to school. So I'm not used to it, guys. I got really, really sick.
Okay, this one I don't like either. Like, okay, we're having fun, little funny ones. This one is just like, you're rude. That I prefer my boys over Mooch.
That's so mean.
The thing is, it's not that I prefer my boys over Mooch. Mooch just loves her daddy.
She's a daddy's girl.
You see her, she is a daddy's girl. She's
Moochie's
obsessed
a daddy's
with her dad.
girl.
Even when I'm hugging Mel, she's like, that's my daddy, my daddy.
Oh my gosh, she sent me a video. Was it like a month ago or something? And Mel was holding Mooch and Naz was trying to give Mel a kiss. And Mooch is like, no, takes Mel's
grabs his head with both hands.
Yes, grabs his head and kisses him.
Literally.
In a video.
That's dope. Y'all better go to Moochie's page and be like, you prefer your dad over your mom, because it's not the other way.
That's crazy. She was cuddling you the other day.
No, she was like in love with me the other day. And I embraced it because usually she wants her daddy. Yeah. And I've accepted it because it's my karma. I was obsessed with Baba. Like literally, I was a daddy's girl my entire life. And not that I'm like more attached to my mom, but like I'm definitely closer to mom now as an adult.
Yeah.
But like as a kid, I always wanted my dad.
Yeah, Naz and Baba were super close.
Yeah, I feel like you were closer to mom.
I was close. Growing up, I was closer to mom.
Yeah.
Now it's really both.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's because growing up, like I've always been just like the super free-spirited, outspoken person, and Baba's the same. So I feel like we kind of related on that.
Yeah.
And Mama was more conservative and quiet.
Yeah, this one says, I feel like you guys act close, but really have deep-rooted animosity.
I feel like, I don't think that's like the proper word for it, but we did touch on it when we talked about like our biggest fight. I feel like that was like the hardest time for us.
The biggest
fight?
Like
the Cavari Vlogs. No, like the Cavari Vlogs. Living together for the first time in a small space.
Yeah,
like,
that was a bit tough for us.
Like
there was never animosity.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I would ever have hate in my heart for my sister ever. Yeah. But it was just a period of life where we needed our space. And I feel that space really did
do us well.
Do us well. And I feel that me moving to Miami was the right move at that time.
Yeah.
But now it's like with the podcast, it's becoming a little bit more challenging. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll see. We'll see.
This one's funny. Naz is a Sag, and I know she be crashing out for real, but never shows it. I feel like I show it.
Yeah.
I feel like I show when I crash. I do crash out. I'm passionate. I'm very passionate. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I can be a little, that's the thing. Either people love me or they hate me because I'm so like passionate, outspoken.
Yeah.
Either people love that about you or they hate that about you because they can be like, she's too much. Mm-hmm. You know?
I can't imagine somebody hating you.
People don't like me.
Really?
Because they think I'm too much. It's like, am I too much or are you just not enough?
I don't even think you're too much.
Thank you, sister.
Like,
I don't think I'm too much either, but.
Okay, explain to me what you mean by too much. Because when I think of too much, I think of somebody like loud, like crazy, like
that's
going off.
Like I can read the room. I can read the room. I think I'm very self-aware. So like if I'm in a space where I know this isn't the time to be like loud and crazy, like I'm not going to be loud and crazy in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard for me to think about
sister.
or hear someone hating you. Genuinely.
You, oh, here, like someone said they assume that I'm very direct and people that don't know you might sometimes see it as rude. I do think I'm direct. I don't like to beat around the bush.
I feel like I'm direct.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't see what's wrong with being direct.
For me, like no joke. Remember, we were watching a show and a guy had turned a girl down. Remember? Mm-hmm. He was Were we watching Dubai Bling or something? No, wait.
Love is Blind, Habibi.
Love is
We're
Blind.
watching that with Baba, actually.
Yeah, we're watching Love is Blind Habibi with Baba. And one of the guys chose a girl, and then the other girl goes into the pod, and basically she was acting really upset, and because he chose the girl, and he's like, yeah, I chose her. And I was a bit confused on why she was upset, because I'm like, the man is being honest.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody might be like, oh, he's being rude, but how is that like rude?
I value honesty.
Me too.
Yeah. It's actually one of the things I hate the most, and something I do not tolerate with anybody is passive aggressiveness. So I will always prefer direct. Like, just say it how it is.
Me too.
I guess like sometimes it can come off. It's like in your tone, like we've discussed.
And I appreciate it. I appreciate
honesty.
Because two things are going to happen. Either I'll agree with you, or I'll be like, no, that's false. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Nas only dates and dated black men or athletes.
That I don't understand, because for one, it's like I married my first boyfriend.
Yeah.
I did date other guys, but you guys have to remember, we grew up in an area where there was literally like no Persian men. I think if we grew up in LA, maybe we would have like dated Persian guys, Middle Eastern guys, but literally there was white guys, black guys, and Hispanic guys. That was like your options.
Yeah.
And for the most part, white guys thought I was unattractive. They're like, she's hairy, and they didn't like my body type.
Really?
They wanted the Taylors and the Hannahs. They didn't want the hairy Persian girl with, like, I feel like they weren't, like, I never got hit on by white guys. Like, white guys never approached me.
I remember some white guys in my,
Never.
when I was younger.
I cannot recall a white guy. Maybe they thought I was pretty, but I've never had a white guy actually be like, ask me on a date. So, I mean, I guess that's just how the cookie crumbled, but those are the men that approached me.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I went out of my way to only date black men. That's just how it.
Yeah.
I literally probably can count on one hand the amount of guys I've dated, and one of them I married.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But like what's your taste right now? Like, do you like all?
I mean, it's kind of hard to say because I'm married.
Yeah.
But no, looking at men, like, I do think Slavic guys are attractive. I do think Middle Eastern men are attractive.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's aura.
Yeah.
I think a man's aura is attractive.
I used to have more of a type.
I don't have a certain type.
It's so weird. Like, my type changes every few years. Does that happen with you?
Yeah.
Like, literally, I can look at a period in my life. I'm like, oh, I used to like this kind of guy. Now I like this kind of a guy. So my type changes. It just depends. But I am one of those people that is more about how a man is, like his personality, how he carries himself.
Oh, this one, Nas might regret her nose job. That's actually one of the few things I haven't regretted. No, I love my nose. Anytime I look at pictures of me before the nose job, I'm just like, I can't imagine me without it. Like, I feel like this is the nose I was meant to have.
I feel that you look beautiful both ways.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But no, I don't regret my nose. I love my nose. I'm actually very happy. And I've said it in a video before. I feel like I wouldn't have as much balls now to get a nose job. Now that I'm older, my brain has clicked.
Yeah, I mean, the frontal lobe does develop at 25.
I know, like, I probably would have been really scared to get my nose done now.
Well, your recovery was pretty intense.
My recovery was brutal. And the thing is, 2 surgeons told me not to touch my nose. And I still got my nose done.
Nas, at that time in life, the world could have came crashing down. And if you wanted to do something, Nas was gonna do it. At that point, you even said like, Yas, I feel unstoppable right now. I remember that time of life. Nas just felt like she was, what's it called? Invincible. Like you thought you were invincible. Like nothing could go wrong. Like you were just, but you were, I get it. I was like that too.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I'm happy with it. I went to a good surgeon.
It looks amazing.
Thank you. You know, someone said, I assume Yasmin has the roster of the century.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. It's like you act up next.
No, literally, Yasmin cuts off men with the quickness.
Yeah.
Like, you breathe the wrong way, you're done.
I mean, I just don't want to waste anybody's time.
Yeah.
I feel that time is so precious to us.
Because now you're dating to marry. Like when you were younger, it's like, oh, I can just have fun with him.
Yeah, that too. And I don't have the mental patience either to just entertain if I don't see it going anywhere, or if I'm not like excited about somebody. I feel that it's fair to them, it's fair to me. I don't want to waste anybody's time or lead anybody on.
Let's do a few more because I think
Okay.
this video is pretty long. Y'all gossip a lot about people.
No. We actually hate talking about people.
This is the thing. I think there's a fine line between gossiping and discussing situations.
Disgusting situation?
Discussing situations.
Oh, yeah.
Because even people like, let's say I had a falling out with a friend and I like came and told you about the falling out, that person would be like, you're talking shit about me. Like, I'm not talking shit. I'm discussing the situation. You get
See,
what I'm saying?
I don't like that personally. I get what you're saying, but I feel that there's always two sides to every story.
Yeah.
Guys, anytime I've heard someone say something to me, I'm like, okay, I want to hear the other person's perspective too. Because there's always two sides.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're sisters. We, talk.
Yeah.
But I feel like the thing is we're never mean-spirited in our conversations. Like, ever.
No.
Like, I don't ever recall, like, you texting me a screenshot of like someone's picture and being like, oh my God, do you see her eyebrows? Do you see, like, we've never been that type. That is like mean. I don't like that.
No, never. I don't even like to think those thoughts because I'm telling you, I believe in karma. I'm like, if I do something, it's going to be done on to me. Watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't, I try my best. I mean, I am only human at the
we're
end
not
of the
saints.
day.
Like,
but I really do try my best.
like the worst that will be like a girl will post like her pregnancy and I'll be like, I need to figure out who the baby daddy is. Like, I'm a snoop.
Yeah.
I'm not a gossip. I'm a snoop.
You are?
I'm a snoop. Yeah.
Yeah. She catches me up on the snoop. Actually.
Yeah, I do snoop. I'm snoopy.
Cause I'm like literally not a snooper at all. Like I don't really.
Like Yasmin will send me a page and I'll be like, I'll find out like their mother's name, their father's name, their birthplace.
I love how this one worded it. I told you guys everybody's asking me about a sugar baby. And this one says, Yaz is a sugar baby with the eyes. If she is, good for you, girl. Drain him dry.
Naz wouldn't recommend having babies young. Yes. No, seriously, because I feel like people just assume, like, they just look at age, right? Like, they would just see that I was 20 and had a baby and be like, oh, well, I'm 20. I should have a baby too.
Yeah.
They're not looking at the fact that I was a homeowner, established in my career, was able to financially support a baby.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, for 90% of girls under the age of 25, I do not recommend them to have babies.
Naz was just established at the time that she had a
like,
baby.
It was my certain situation. Like, I had a baby with my husband. Like, there were so many things that's so different.
Naz was married.
Yeah, than the average 20-year-old. So I'm like, yeah, for the most part, I do not recommend most girls to have babies in their 20s. You know?
Yeah. I do feel that I personally, I've never been the kind that wants to have babies early.
Yeah.
I've always, like, my whole life, I told myself if I have babies, I want it at a time where I'm ready for babies. Like, I feel like I've done everything that I wanted to do. I'm just ready to basically be a mom now. Yeah. But that's I'm not saying everybody should think that way. I'm saying for me, that's how I've always thought.
So we're just going to answer a few more because we need to wrap up this video. But someone said they assume that you were always quiet growing up and I was more loud and outspoken.
I don't feel like I was quiet growing up.
People you guys need to realize, you guys see the older version of Yasmin. Yasmin growing up was the life of the party.
Yeah.
Like, you were always dancing.
Yeah.
You were always,
I would go to parties to dance. Like, one of my favorite things in the world to do is dance.
Like, I feel like in your friend groups, like, you were like the ringleader damn near. Like, you would be the one with the moves. You would be the one like, let's go to Cleveland, let's go to there, let's go to Miami.
You wouldn't know which city I was in at that time.
They didn't have you on Snapchat circa 2012. Yasmin loved to just rant. Like, she would just like, how many followers do you even have at the time?
I don't
like,
know. No,
and Yasmin just go on there in Miami and be like, we on a boat, y'all. We're doing literally. She like panned to her friends in the back. Like, Yasmin was
Should
way
we
different.
show them one of my really old ones if I find it?
Give this video. Let's get to 3K thumbs up on this video. And Yasmin will drop one of her.
No, for that, we need more likes. That's y'all. It would be partying in Miami at that time. Yeah, literally on a boat, on a you name it, it was done.
Yeah, guys, Yasmin's not. I feel like you're not really that quiet in real life.
I'm not quiet.
You just don't like oversharing on social media because people are mean. Like, look at these assumptions.
Okay, so me, I'm very friendly. I like to talk, but this is just my personality. I'm not the type to go up to somebody and just share my whole life. Like, oh my God, my friend did this. Like, I'm like not a big sharer, but I love a good time. I love hanging out. I love talking, all of that. I've never been a huge sharer of my life.
Yeah, but I feel like the way people make it seem is like that you just, I don't know.
Yeah.
That you're like this boring grandma that like.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's what you guys
like
think
Yasmin,
of me?
Yeah, there's so many like Yasmin's quiet. Naz is more outspoken. Like
maybe because I am
Naz
more
eats Mel's
quiet.
butt. Y'all gotta let that go. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
Okay, here's the last one I'll answer. I feel like Naz tries hard to keep up with society's latest trends and that she fully lost herself. I have to disagree with that because I feel like people that try too hard not to follow trends are low-key lame. Like, it's a trend. Like, have fun.
Yeah.
Like, I also think...
I don't think lame is the right word, though. I feel
like when you go out of your way, it's like, let's say you like something, but you don't want it because everybody else has it. It's like, come on.
I've been around people like that before, and I'm just like, what's your issue?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to participate, then don't. Yeah. And just vibe. Like, why is it paining you so much?
And also the whole like fully lost herself. Like, y'all, I'm 26. If people have been following me, like take a normal girl aside from having followers from 18 to 26, you're going to go through transitions.
Oh yeah.
You're going to change. You're going to go through a lot of things.
Yeah.
The difference is mine is just documented and blasted for millions of people to judge. That's the difference.
Yeah.
So fully lost yourself. How can you lose yourself when you haven't even technically found?
I feel that the 20s is all about discovering yourself.
Yeah.
Pretty much all your 20s. You're going to change. You're going to try to figure out what you like, what you don't like. It's a lot of discovering yourself. And that's really accurate for a lot of people, not just you.
Yeah.
So I think that's a little bit unfair to say. I think it's because I always say this. I feel that when you see somebody on camera, since it's not in real life, you almost think of them as a cartoon character. So if you think about a cartoon character, like they stay the same, like they look the same, they act the same, they have the same personality, seasons and seasons of the show. But that's not humanity. That's not like how we are as people. We evolve, we change, we grow, we like things, we dislike things. So I think that's what happens.
Look, people just don't know what they want. They claim they want raw and real and relatable. And the second you share a bad day on social media, you're ungrateful. Yeah. You hate your life. You're this, that, and a third.
Yeah.
But then if I was to only share the positives, it's, all she shares is the positive. She's not real.
Yeah.
So it's like, I try to have a balance of the two. Of course, I have my hard days, and people want to just remember when I talk about the hard days and not about the millions of great days that I've had and documented.
Yeah.
So I just don't care anymore. I don't care. Like, I'm so, like, some comments I read and I'm just like, bruh, like,
I know.
The brain cells have left the chat. Like, I don't even know. Like, I just don't even care anymore. Honestly, it's like part of me, I'm just like, I should just not read any comments and have like moderators. You can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And have people manually approve comments. Cause it's just like, some comments I'm just like, they're so ugh. Like, imagine guys, I feel like people who are on social media, they get one bad comment, like even in real life, and it literally ruins their week.
I know.
And I'm like, imagine that times 100.
Yeah.
And like all these people who don't know you in real life, like trying to dissect you and make think pieces about you. And like, it makes no sense.
Anytime somebody comments something about someone, it's really a projection of themselves.
Yeah.
That's really how it is, especially with what was it? The trends? You said trends?
Yeah, that I follow trends, like almost like I'm a lifestyle influencer, and it's like kind of part of my job to try out trends, right? Like, I really do not care. Like, I know I usually say I don't care, but this time I really do not care.
Yeah,
like,
and that's also your 20s. I feel like me at this stage in my life, like I really, really don't care.
Yeah.
Like you can tell me, like even the assumptions that we saw, some of them were like out of pocket, but I'm like, all right, because it doesn't hurt me because when you get to a point where you know who you are, like you're literally like, you know who you are, nothing really affects you.
Yeah, people are always gonna have something to say.
Yeah.
So
let's just all be kinder to ourselves and other people.
Yeah.
Honestly,
you
that's
never
it.
know what's going on behind closed doors. I always say that.
Everyone is fighting a battle you do not know anything about.
Yeah.
So let's just all be kind to each other. It's not easy for any of us.
Yeah.
So
let's just wrap up this video because we definitely yapped a lot.
yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for all your assumptions, good and bad. Just thank you for, being a
Thank you
part of
for
this
being
video.
here, whether you like us or not.
Right.
Thank
Whether
you
you're
for
hate
being
watching
here.
or not, maybe you can leave us a little review.
Yes.
On Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We would love that. Give this podcast episode. I always want to say this video, but I'm like, some people are listening. Give us a thumbs up. That would really help us out. Make sure you guys check out BetterHelp. Link down below in the description box. Get 10% off your first month.
Yes. And we'll see you guys next time. And thank you for dealing with me. I wasn't feeling my best in this video and coughed and everything. But yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks for pushing through, sis. We appreciate you. But yeah, love you guys.
You.